Hi, and welcome to Sarah J. Speaks on the Late Night Script. I would like to thank you all for joining me on the second episode viewing. I'm just happy you guys are here. I want to dive straight in. So, for those who are sensitive, easily offended, don't move. Stay right there because this message could be for you. I would like to discuss the topic of judgment today. So, some of you may know, some of you may not know, I am a Christian proudly, and I will do my best to not include religion on this topic. But if it happens to fall in there, you guys, it is what it is. And I would like to look at judgment not from the judger, but the judged. So, we've all been judged. I've been judged. You've been judged. If you haven't been judged, you're going to be judged. So what is it? What is judgment? And how does it even come about? I looked this up. I don't want you guys to think I'm pulling it from anywhere. So judgment is defined in Webster as the ability to make a considered decision or come to sensible conclusions, but it's also known as a misfortune or calamity viewed as a divine punishment. So of course I want to look at that bottom part, viewed as a divine punishment. So I did some research on what those three words meant: viewed, divine, and punishment. And what I came up with was viewed is the ability to see. Divine is God's or higher deity, and punishment is affliction. So you combine those together, and it's the ability to see God's or higher deity's affliction. Here goes that religion. So, how does it happen? Well, there is in every religion, every spiritual life, in everything that we do, there is books, there's tablets, there's information of do's and don'ts. And we as people select those do's and don'ts, and we can establish, if I'm not doing the don'ts, then I am in great standing. But then for those who do the don'ts, you deserve to be judged. And that's not necessarily the case, but that's how judgment begins. So, for an example, imagine being in a place where people just saw the judgment, and you are new to the community, and you not only see it, but you do what you do. So, a couple of the reactions you may see. She said a cuss word. She had a drink. Oh my gosh. She opened up about her sex life. Well, of course she did. But she opened up about that, or he opened up about that. So that's a good thing, because when we see that, we have the opportunity to scrutinize, of course, taking it in. But then there's an awareness point where we can bring that awareness to them. But there's also a decision for the person who's being judged to say, hey, I'm either going to progress and get past this or stagnation. But at least that person was outward with that. So let's talk about the people who are just seen as perfect, but go home and we don't know what's going on. We just don't know. And here we are thinking, man, they're perfect, but at home they're doing fill in the blank. You have disserviced yourself because we can't see it, we can't help, and without an accountability partner or someone to be there for you, you're less likely to stop because no one sees it and you don't see anything wrong with it. So as the judged, those being judged, we got to be more out with it, let's be more out with it. And I encourage those who are judging to ask yourself, what is it that you do in your spare time when no one's watching? What are you struggling with? Bring that out to the light, because the same person you may have judged may have possibly already dealt with that, and they can possibly help you with it. And the person that was going to judge you can see what you've done, and you can possibly help them. And in turn, the whole goal is just to be better people. So the goal of this topic, I'll go ahead and sum it up. is if we are able to see God's affliction or higher deities' affliction in others, what holds us back from seeing it in ourselves or discussing it when others express what they openly do? It can be a conversation. With conversation brings change. So I encourage you all to sift through what you go through day and night, seen and unseen, and bring that to light. And as promised, I have a Bible scripture for us. You probably know which one it is. It's Matthew 7:3. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? I.e., judgment. Think about that one. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Sarah J Speaks on the Late Night Script. I look forward to seeing you all next week. Have a wonderful night.